course, everybody likes a tiger print. You know, all my panty sets and my bikinis. Remember when we were out at the river the other time and I was in my tiger stripe bikini and you rubbed the sun lotion all over my back, sugar bosoms?
Welcome back to the Unrestricted. Vex, RC, and Bob, what's up?
What's going on, Jeffrey?
Dude, so we pretty much buried the Cowboys in our previous show. And that's where they belong, honestly.
They buried themselves.
They absolutely did.
We're just sad observers.
I mean, but there was more to the weekend. Bob mentioned it before the show. It was a little bit of a downer of a weekend. As far as divisional championships go,
there was really no drama in those games. The only drama was whether or not Jacksonville was going to cover my bet,
which they did.
Which they did.
Which they did. By the way, remember last week I was telling you, don't take the points, play the money lines this week, and those actually worked out really well. Yep. If you had the Bengals money line, you made some money because they were underdogs. If you stayed with the Chiefs and just the money line, you were good. And if you took the Eagles in the money line, you were good by pretty much the second possession of the game. The Giants were outmatched.
I think the moral of the story is always bet the money line.
Well, yeah, except for a lot of times.
Except for when you don't win.
A favorite loses, yes, right. I mean, look, the Chiefs started that game on fire. Then Mahomes gets hurt, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. Without Mahomes, what are they? And Henne comes in and manages the game pretty well, takes him down for a score. But you're thinking to yourself, well, if Mahomes can't play as they go into halftime, if Mahomes can't play anymore in these playoffs, then the Chiefs aren't the Chiefs.
Right.
Facts, right?
Yeah.
But he comes out and he's hobbled and on one leg, and he still manages to be effective.
Like his handoffs when he's hopping.
That was crazy to watch.
I've
never seen that, really, that I can remember. A quarterback trying to hand off, but having to skip to do it to keep weight off of his plant foot.
Mahomes on one leg better than probably half the quarterbacks in the league on two.
Probably.
True statement.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out, coming up this weekend, how well he heals, I guess. I mean, look, the line on that game has changed, and we will make some picks a little bit later.
It's moved crazy.
It's moved almost 3.5 points. Look, the Chiefs were favored when against the Bengals when that first came out from Vegas. And all the money started coming in on the Bengals, and now Bengals are a 2-point favorite, 2.5 in some places.
Wow.
I know, that's a huge movement. Huge. P.S. Remember that I had the Bengals to win the AFC?
Yes.
So guess what I did?
Double down?
No. I hedged.
Okay.
When I saw the line go to a pick'em between the Bengals and the Chiefs, I hedged for half the total bet. So basically, either way, I come out winning half of it. So I'm pretty happy.
So you're playing both sides of the fence?
I am.
Like your youth?
Yes. Weird Bills-Bengals game, by the way. Bills punted 10 times? 10?
Yeah.
In the snow. I mean, it was fun to watch. It was a beautiful game to watch.
Is there anything better than watching a game in the snow?
No, there really isn't. And I never got to play football in the snow. Did you?
I grew up in San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jeff?
No, I just maybe went on the road and played somewhere.
We had a lot of games in Alberta.
I wish
the Mules traveled to
I wish
Montana.
Once I could have played football in the snow. It looked so much fun. Even my son was like, that looks fun.
And that snow was coming down hard.
Sure
yeah, it was.
They were keeping up with it. They had the 10s and the 5s all taken care of.
Yeah.
And then when the second half was like, screw the 5s.
Yeah. So there's a lot of talk around the football world that the Bills are built wrong for the city they play in. That they're a finesse football team that belongs in a dome. That really what they've built for is that kind of environment. And what they need to be built for snow games and windy, cold days in Buffalo, Orchard Park, is run the football, keep it on the ground, play it safe, let Josh Allen be bigger than the rest of the guys, which is, by the way, weird because Josh Allen didn't run the football in that football against the Bengals the way he normally does.
He ran it. It just felt like they're not prepared for the moment. And Joe Shiesty looks like he's prepared for any moment.
Man, Burrow just doesn't miss.
The coolest quote that they asked him, they said, what's your window for a Super Bowl? He said, anytime I'm playing.
Love it.
And he means it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every fiber in his body.
Just contrasting him and Dak one more time. It's like Burrow makes every single free throw, and Dak just can't. He's like a 50% foul shooter when nobody's guarding him.
Yeah.
Right? And Joe Burrow hits everybody right in the place that he needs to, so that T. Higgins can go get 7 more yards.
And don't piss off a professional football player, because they came out just totally motivated by the fact that the NFL was selling tickets to the game in Atlanta.
And what's the first thing he said when that lady interviewed him on the sidelines?
Better refund them.
You better refund those folks.
So, had a bunch of random thoughts over the weekend. Because the football games were, other than the Cowboys game, they just really weren't very close.
Yeah.
So I had plenty of time to think about sort of random things that were going on. First off, guys, do you think having 7 guys on the NFL studio is enough?
Because you can't do a circle jerk with 5?
7! You got Menifee, Bradshaw, or the corpse of, Howie Long, Jimmy Johnson, Michael Strahan, and Sean Payton. Oh, wait. And then we'll mix in a little Gronk. How many is too many for a studio? I'd say 7 is about 3 times too many.
They might as well get more at this point.
Like, make it like the Supreme Court?
I think so. Okay, I got a random one for you.
Yep.
After Maher has his kick blocked, which was a pull left anyways, Greg Abbott...
He was going to miss that.
Yeah. Greg Abbott gets on his Twitter and says, even I could have made that kick.
Well, he doesn't have much of a leg to stand on.
He doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Our sitting governor?
Yes. Always sitting governor.
So I was sitting down this week, and I was actually looking at pictures of Jesus. Man, that boy is jacked.
Yeah.
He's got abs of steel. And I was thinking to myself, what the heck is his workout regimen? But CrossFit.
Nailed it. All right, so Live Golf has got a TV contract deal.
Okay.
With the CW. So I'm wondering, did Teen Wolf The New Generation not get picked up? Weird.
What's the lead-in to the Live Golf stuff? Is it Golden Girls?
It's
227?
Or Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Holy Moses. Another random thought. Why is this the first time I've ever heard about Lunar New Year?
Well, it's because the people from China were getting pissed that Americans thought that Chinese New Year was just for Chinese people, I think.
Is that it? Are we going to celebrate it every year with more mass shootings? Let's not.
I've been watching the Pat McAfee show. He's got a huge following. He must make a lot of money, but can he afford some sleeves?
And why is Aaron Rodgers always on that show?
He is. That's where he makes his announcements.
Why doesn't Aaron Rodgers just have his own show? Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you'd like to see? Question for you, 49er fan.
We done with this?
No.
Okay.
Kyle Shanahan. Who was his dad?
Mike Shanahan.
Handsome guy.
Yep.
How come Kyle's so ugly? Seriously, how come he's so ugly? 49er fan.
Because when he traded his soul to the devil, that was the deal.
Mike Shanahan was a handsome dude. He's still alive.
Those big false teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kyle looks like a nutria.
He does. A little bit.
How come?
It's all the vaping he does on the sidelines.
There's a big generation of vapors out there.
Coaching vapors.
Coaching vapors.
You told me about this pre-show.
All the Mick coaches.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
I have not seen this. You claim to have.
Yeah. It's out there.
What's happening?
So they don't have like the big robot looking hookah style vape thing,
pen?
but
Right.
they got the little tiny ones.
Like a one-hitter?
One hitters.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they're vaping nicotine.
This is happening on the sideline, or are you making this up, bro?
It's happening.
Bob?
The internet is talking about it on the Express out of the UK. Miami Dolphins coach smoked vape during a playoff loss.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
It's a thing.
And they're hiding it. It looks like they're hiding it with their hand.
So they're
Like they're coughing.
they're pretending to call a play into a microphone and not let anybody read their lips, but they're really smoking a vape pen that has THC in it.
That's crazy if that's really what's happening. I mean, I'm all about it. I'm not angry about it, and I'm mad.
It's a stressful job.
It is. But just do what we all did and put a nicotine in. You know, put a
lipper
snuff
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we need to get to these weekend games, right?
I think so. Wait a minute. Someone's calling on your cell phone.
Who is it?
I don't know. It's your cell phone.
Oh my God! It's my beloved Aunt Phallus.
Doda Phallus?
You have an aunt named Phallus?
Aunt Phallus.
Oh, awesome.
Hi, Aunt Phallus.
Hello, Jeffrey? Jeff? Jeffrey, baby, is that you?
It's me, bud.
What you doing?
Hi, Aunt Phallus.
What are you doing, Jeffrey?
Just doing the podcast.
Oh, you're doing the podcast right now?
Right this second.
Oh, my God. So am I live?
Yes, ma'am. You're on the air.
Oh, my goodness, Jeffrey. You know we're all so proud of you for the work you're doing on the show.
Thank you, Aunt Phallus.
Real quick, I mean, I maybe cut this out of the promo, but I've got a few I've got some advice for the show, Jeff.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, everybody knows you're a professional, but those other two schmucks.
I'm right here.
Aunt, her name's Phallus, Jeff.
Yeah.
Aunt Phallus, this is Rich. Oh, this is Richard, huh? Well, you're a potty mouth. I'll tell you that right now. Only thing that comes out of your mouth is just garbage. I mean, were you raised by wolves? And who's the other guy? Bob? Is that you, Bob?
Yeah, it's Aunt Phallus. It's Bob.
Bob, you're just a fucking weirdo. That's all I can say. You were in the Navy or something. Must have been in the submarine too long for the dips and the do's and the doodah days. I mean, you came to sea level too fast. Your brain didn't quite. I don't know. I don't know what happened to you. But anyways, so Jeffrey, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, Aunt Phallus.
Way.
I appreciate it. Hey, while we have you, do you want to talk some Cowboys with us real quick?
Oh, the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Right?
I mean, whatever. I guess if you live in Texas, that's the team you follow. But sure.
So let me ask: if you were the Cowboys, and you could have your choice next year of Dak Prescott or Aaron Rodgers, who would you take, Aunt Phallus?
Oh, you know who Aunt Phallus would take. I'd take both of them at the same time. Somebody upstairs, somebody downstairs. You're anti-satisfied. What else do you want to ask, Sugar Hammer?
I want to talk about the football game.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, while I have you.
Okay, honey, took us. Go ahead.
Since you're on the line.
Okay.
49ers at the Eagles. Eagles 2.5-point favorites.
Wait. Don't we have Macho Man pick games?
Oh, please. That's another reason I called it. Never have that heretic on ever again. I mean, he's a savage. He's like a dirty beast. You shouldn't have him doing anything.
Well, Aunt Phallus has spoken.
Yeah, we'll keep you. All right, Aunt Phallus.
Oh, so you want me to pick the games?
Can you pick them?
Like that dirty beast does. Sure. So
Yeah.
who's playing again, Jeffrey?
Eagles, home for the 49ers. Eagles 2.5-point favorites.
Oh, that's an easy one. Throw the points out. It doesn't matter. Jeffrey Lauer's team. He's Jewish.
He is.
They're going to win.
One of the chosen ones.
Of course. I mean, he's not your typical goy out there running a team, wasting all their money.
Jalen Hurts is the reason the Eagles win this game, Aunt Phallus.
Jalen Hurts?
Is healthy.
How did he hurt himself, Jeffrey?
No.
No?
It's his name.
Poor guy.
Take the Eagles. Take them. Give away the points. I think they're that much better than the Niners. I'm sorry, Bob. Jalen Hurts is a difference maker.
You can be sorry, we'll see.
Well, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I just know the Eagles are going to win because they're run fiscally responsibly.
Second game, Bengals at the Chiefs.
Okay, well, regardless of the football, the Bengals are going to win because the uniforms are fabulous.
You like them?
Of course, everybody likes a tiger print. You know, all my panty sets and my bikinis. Remember when we were out at the river the other time and I was in my tiger stripe bikini and you rubbed the sun lotion all over my back, sugar bosoms.
Oh, God, I can't unsee that.
Oh, so, duh, it's a no-brainer. With those beautiful patterns, they're going to win the game going away. Book it, Dano. Bengals. Bengals against everybody.
And Phallus, what do What do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, I'm a big crocheter.
Uh-huh.
I watch Jeopardy quite a bit. And I picked the coupons, the HEB coupons.
Do you really?
Yeah, and that's another reason I was calling. I mean, you are neglecting an entire a group of people, females, on your show with all your macho bravado and your nonsense. You need to something for the ladies, Jeffrey.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Like talk about the coupons from HEB.
Do you coupon?
Of course I coupon, Jeffrey. I'm Jewish.
How many you got?
Oh, each week you could save $200, $300.
That's a lot.
That's so much money. You know that kind of money that I could spend? That's what kind of money you saved you could spend to get a rub down somewhere, have somebody slap it around a little bit? That's a lot of money. Talk about that on the air.
Hey, Aunt Phallus, $10.97 a pound for wild caught mahi fillets right now at HEB.
I don't trust mahi. I think it's a fish the goys invented.
It's a fish with a stutter for sure.
It's no gefilte fish, I'll tell you that much right now.
Thanks for coming on, Aunt Phallus.
You're welcome anytime, boys. Keep it up. I know it's hard to elevate those two schmucks that you have on the radio.
I'm still here.
I hear you, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend, but the truth hurts sometimes. Anyways.
Thanks, Aunt Phallus.
Call your auntie. She loves you. Bye-bye.
Richard, she had some harsh words for you. I don't think she liked you.
I don't think she did either. All I can do is repent, and hopefully I can gain her approval.
I don't think repentance is what she would look for.
Maybe not.
No, that's not a Jewish thing.
No.
Is that mother's side or father's side, Aunt?
Mother's side.
Okay.
Yeah. Maternal aunt.
Sounds like a pretty sweet old lady.
My beloved aunt.
Mm.
Have you ever seen that cake? Beloved aunt.
I've seen the typo.
Beloved cunt.
Oh, boy.
That was one of the things I learned in college. There are a lot of words you can use to refer to a woman. That is never one of them.
Not one of them.
Nope.
Sure isn't.
It has a different meaning in the United States versus England.
Richard,
Yeah, in England you can use that word.
you boys. You like the Eagles and the Chiefs? Eagles and the Bengals like I do this weekend?
Nope. I like San Fran and the
Really?
Bengals. Yeah.
Give me a good reason for San Francisco.
I don't know if I have a great reason.
Okay.
I just don't think that the Eagles are ready to play in the Super Bowl.
I don't know how anybody gets Philadelphia's offense off the field. They ran 75% of their passes were from the RPO last week. They're running the ball effectively. Jalen Hurts can always keep it. And they're going to connect like that after the RPO stuff downfield. I don't know how. Look, the Niners are a great defense. I don't know how they're going to keep the Eagles from scoring.
Okay, quick question. Name 2 players on the Giants defense.
On the Giants defense?
That's who they did it against.
Yeah, true. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
And the Cowboys. Dak had his best game against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's got a better defense than the Giants.
I don't know if this game is if this game is played in the 20s and Philadelphia puts up 25, I don't see Purdy putting up 25 points.
I think he can.
Eagles defense is surprisingly good.
The Eagles defense is pretty good. I like their pass rush is pretty good, so we're going to have to handle that on the offensive line.
Matter of fact, I think they led the NFL in sacks, didn't they?
They did. I mean, if you look back on the Eagles' record, going backwards, they beat New York. They lost to the Saints with Minshew. They lost to the Cowboys with Minshew. Beat the Bears, beat the Giants, beat the Titans, beat Green Bay, beat Indianapolis.
Not a lot of good teams.
There's not a lot. I mean, I'm going backwards. The best team on their record this season may have been Dallas.
Yeah, that's probably right.
And
so
that's why I think
Okay.
San Fran can beat them.
I like the home field advantage for Philadelphia as well.
Defense and running travels. D'Amico Ryan, the defensive coordinator for the Niners, has a task ahead of him.
He's going to be gone.
You mean when he's head coach of the Houston Texans next year?
No, when he's defensive coordinator this weekend
Okay.
against the Eagles. He's going to have to figure out how to deal with Hurts. I got to have a lot of faith in him that he's going to figure out a way. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of speed on that defense.
Yep.
Figure out a way.
Okay, fair enough. I know you're a Niners fan, and that's who you're rooting for.
I'm going to bet my heart, not my head.
Okay.
I'm not a Niners fan. I think
either.
they can beat them.
They can beat them, no doubt. I
think they will beat them.
I think Jalen Hurts is the clutch guy and the difference maker in this game. It's just a better player all around than Brock Purdy, and when the rubber meets the road, I think he's going to make the plays.
So Iowa State against a Hurts-led OU. It was 42-41 OU.
And who threw more touchdowns in that game?
Brock Purdy.
No kidding.
And
awesome.
Top to bottom, who's got more talent? Oklahoma over Iowa State all day long.
Yep.
Well, guess what? Brock Purdy.
He might have the talent advantage on his side this time.
You betcha.
That's really good.
And as much as people love Sirianni, I give the coaching advantage to the 49ers staff.
Yeah, probably so. Bengals at the Chiefs. I mean, we've seen the line move already, but I still think it's not enough. I think the Bengals are going to win this football game by a touchdown.
I don't want to pick this game until Sunday morning and see what the injury report looks like on Mahomes. I'm really worried about that leg.
He's going to play.
I know he's going to play.
It's his plant foot, right? So he's going to take his 3 and 5 step drops, hit on his right foot, and then have to push. I don't know how much better he could possibly be. I think it was Tony Romo that I was listening to earlier this week who said it's actually pretty likely that he could make it out for the second half, but it's how's it going to feel a week from now? Adrenaline carries you through the day, but I don't know that it carries you through a week.
A high ankle sprain for a guy whose biggest asset is his footwork.
Yeah.
His biggest asset is unpredictability. And when you can't move, you're predictable.
And that was one thing that came out this week on some of the shows. They were comparing and contrasting Burrows and Mahomes and saying Burrows is the better quarterback, Mahomes is the better player. When you take out one of Mahomes' legs, he just becomes another quarterback. And he's really good. That's the other thing that I think we miss out on a lot is Mahomes is really good in the pocket too.
He is. That's why he's the best in the game athletically. Look, the Chiefs have gotten a lot better running the football, but Pacheco's the real deal. But I don't know if it's enough to carry the day against a Bengals defense that has held up in every single round so far.
And has beat the Chiefs 3 in a row against a healthy Mahomes.
Boy, that's the only part that makes me want to bet Chiefs because it is so hard to beat another good team 4 times in a row.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Bengals. I'm too worried about that injury. And I want to see the storyline of the 49ers and the Bengals in another Super Bowl.
Me too. Hey, boys, I enjoyed it. Look forward to next week. We'll have a Super Bowl matchup this time next week.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
Take care.
Thanks.
How y'all feel out there? Do you feel good? I said, do you feel good? Come on. The groove feel good when it make you move. Make your next move your best move. I said the groove feel good when it make you move. Make your next move your best move. It feel good, don't it? It feel good. It feel good cause you know it's good.